Hello and welcome, world. Hello, hi, welcome. My name is DM Dan. We are the Explorers of Elsewhere, and we are live for your ear holes and your eyeballs and your nostrils. And by we, I mean, I'm gonna really change it up. We've got Tim. Tim's back. Hello, Tim. Hello. We missed you, Tim.
I missed you all too. I was prepping for a job interview and that was no fun. But I'm back.
Oh.
Did you? Has job interview happened? Been and gone?
Yeah, and I didn't get it, so I'm sinking myself back into RPGs.
The way to do it.
More time for Daggerheart. That's what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. I actually turned it down for extra Daggerheart.
It's like, oh, you want to see anything Monday nights? Absolutely not.
Exclusively Monday nights between 7:30 and 10:30. Absolutely not. Well, yes, good to have you back. We've got Livy.
Hello.
Hello. We've got Georgia.
Hello.
Hello. We've got a Theo.
Hello.
Hello. And we've got a Nate.
Hello.
Hello. So, thank you for returning, at the very least, you five, for the 18th episode of our 20-episode campaign. We are very nearly at the end. We are we are minutes before midnight, and yeah, I just keep on piling it on, don't I? You just keep on piling it on. So we'll jump into it very soon. Firstly, if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate that. If you wanted to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, I appreciate it even more. You can also join us in our Discord. It's free, and then you'll see some more sort of like elsewhere-y kind of stuff. We'll chatter about this campaign or any of our previous campaigns. And if you really want to help us out, please consider becoming a member on YouTube or a patron on Patreon. Let's say this is the 18th of 20 episodes, so campaign 3 is very soon coming to an end. But believe you me, there is more stuff on the horizon. Some of it will be available to members first as an exclusive little perk. So yeah, so make sure not to miss out on that. We're playing Daggerheart. If you want to play Daggerheart, we have an affiliate link. It flashes up on the screen periodically. It's also in the description. It's a link to DriveThruRPG, and it doesn't cost you any extra to buy the digital rules of Daggerheart from DriveThru, but it does give us a little bit of a kickback, which is very nice, very helpful, very useful. And last final shout out before we kick things off. We are what's the date? 2-ish weeks into the Holmwood Foundation Season 2 Kickstarter.
That we are.
You know what, Theo? You did the shout out last time, so I reckon we get Georgia to do it this time.
Yeah.
Oh, making me say words on this thing that we're doing where we say words to each other.
How dare I?
Oh.
Yes. What is this Holmwood Foundation we speak so highly of?
Well done. The Holmwood Foundation is a found footage horror fiction podcast designed as a sequel to the novel Dracula. Season 1 is currently out, and you can find it wherever you get your podcast, be that YouTube, be that Spotify, be that any other RSS feed-based place. You can have it for free. It's 7 episodes long. And we are currently crowdfunding for Season 2, which will be 10 episodes long. And I'm sure Dan will put links somewhere if that interests you at all.
Yes, there should be links in the description. If there aren't, come back, and there will be. So yes, absolutely go check out Holmwood Foundation. If you haven't already, go back to Kickstarter if you haven't already. So Tim is being thrown mercilessly into the deep end. Do the 4 of you want to join him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Might as well.
Right, let's go.
Hello, I'm Nate, and I'll be playing Griffin, a Sanguivar bard.
Hi, I'm Livy, and I'm playing Abe, the Guardian Keeper.
Hello, my name is Theo, and I'll be playing Cooper, a Dragon Scent rogue.
Hi, my name is Georgia, and I'll be playing Cassandra, an Asavar sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Tim, and I'm playing Gardy, Majani Druid.
And my name is DM Dan, the Games Master in this adventure.
Scream, and then we killed him.
Since the eschaton, the world has been defined by its hunger to understand. The pursuit of knowledge, the spark that drives explorers, scholars, and dreamers alike, has become a guiding flame in the dark, leading the people of Avamore ever deeper into the unknown. It is this yearning to know, to uncover, to grasp the truths buried beneath time that propels the rediscovery forward. Yet, it was knowledge itself that once set the stage for the War of Dragons, when the understanding of the arcane grew into arrogance. So one must ask, is all knowledge good to possess? Or does wisdom lie in knowing when to look away? Now, deep within an ancient vault on the Titan Isles, truths long hidden await. The walls hum with forgotten power, and whispers of lost lore echo through the silence. What waits to be found may change everything, but not all truths are allowed to be known. And so, we find the 6 of you, including your your ally, Kigfran, deep within a excavated what in an area excavated by miners from Riceville that have expanded out into what appears to be a large kind of subterranean cave littered with glowing fungi and bioluminescent flora. Around you there are a number of tents, military tents to be sure. Their fabric a cool silvery grey with deep blood red pennants hanging ceremoniously. The 6 of you specifically find yourselves within the walls of a structure in this cave. Some of you stood on the banks of what appears to be a glowing bioluminescent stream. And Abe, you stand like what moments ago. Where you stand moments ago was the site of a battle with a soldier in a gleaming silver armor. Her corpse now bobbing gently in the waters. And after the running battle through this cave, you now find yourself in an area, in a world of quiet, where though the slightest sounds boom in their void. What does or Cass, you're currently at the back of the group, just behind Cooper. Now it seems that the fight, the battle with these soldiers has ended. You've got a lantern. Do you want to light it up to get a better view of things?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. And as an aside, does anyone else want to light up lanterns? Because I can do that for you as well.
I think we chucked ours last episode.
Yes. Yes.
Am I
Some
the
of
only one
you,
with a lantern?
You may well be the only one with a lantern. So let me very quickly.
I mean, I can give it to someone else, and I can light up with a little burst of lightning at my fingertips.
Well, at the very least, we've ignited your lantern and it spreads out, illuminating the cave quite a lot. I mean, for a real, would Tim appreciate a real quick rundown of what occurred?
Yeah, he would. That would be grand.
Is he still carrying the body of a goblin? Is that?
No.
I think he dropped
did he-
it.
Gardy
throw it
has
away?
properly discarded the goblin.
Yeah,
No,
Dad
you're fine.
filled in for you,
No.
Tim, and he played a very stroppy card.
Gardy's very tired right now.
That is true.
He's been carrying around a goblin in full body armor.
Why?
We didn't ask you to carry it.
He didn't even get a gun.
Gardy. Well, tell you what, let's find out from the position of Gardy. So Gardy, you have kind of gone through this kind of cave complex. You've encountered these kind of literal kind of foreign soldiers in their gleaming silver armor, who like a highly kind of militarized and drilled fighting force. They wielded firearms that seemingly wildly surpassed the technology of alimony that you've seen Cass using in the past. Rather than firing cracks of kind of fire aligned manner or lightning aligned manner, there are these kind of silverish bluish energy that kind of arcs out from between the prongs at the end of the firearm barrels, with what can only be described as a wail, screaming wail, as the shots were fired out. And now, you find yourself kind of in this kind of structured area. You've gone from rough kind of natural cave terrain to what appears to be a constructed area. There is carved kind of floor, carved stonework underfoot, and on the other side of this bioluminescent river, you can see what appears to be a dais, two staircases rising up to it, and at the center back of this dais, along a wall made of the same material, is a door of the white marble that you have seen festooning the citizens of Rice-Filnar, the same marble that decorates your armor, Griffin's armor, Abe and Cass's weapons, and Cooper's armor. But the whole structure seems to be made of this bright, gloss white material. You can see in front of you in the bioluminescent river that kind of runs from left to right. There is a bridge bobbing up gently on the surface of the water. Seen clearly, it's a bridge that these Empyrials were using and have discarded in an attempt to slow your progress. So what does Guardy do?
First, I'll drop the goblin into the Essence River, never to be seen again.
Yeah. Plop.
Ooh. So we're trying to get over to that marble doohickey, are we?
It would seem so, but so I guess the panic, the recent panic has revolved around you've delved into this mysterious and dark cave to explore the secrets held within the mountain, and then found this, like, when I say foreign, as in like from a different country, well, I mean, that's what foreign means, but literally a foreign military force already set up here.
And they're not like any of them zombies, like the pirates. They're just regulars.
Yeah.
Regular guys.
Regular fellas.
None of us have
I don't
ever
know, they're a bit weird.
experienced them before. They were like a whole nother.
They were a bit intense.
Yeah.
So we had to get rid of them.
Do they have sexy accents at least?
No.
No,
Wow.
standard voices.
Oh God. No.
You wound me so.
A solid burn. Oh, I don't know. I mean,
with the thing that's in the bridge
Yes.
in front of us, it's not attached to anything. It's just kind of floating in the middle.
No, so it looks like a relatively kind of hastily constructed wooden bridge that was used to span this river. So, like, Abe, you're close enough. If you wanted to do your best to fish this kind of wooden temporary bridge out the stream, like, you absolutely can. There's no one shooting at you anymore, so that task is relatively easily done.
Can I ask, when the goblin was put in the river,
yes,
was there any particular effects that happened to the goblin? Did
got
it
wet.
Acid or got wet? It's when and like he went under, so assumedly it's quite a deep river, or like is he still like? Can we still see him? Like,
so I guess that's
important questions. Important questions.
Like 2 inches of water.
Yeah,
Like a paddling pool.
yeah.
So the
Just
weight,
walk across it, guys. What?
the weight of the goblin's armor certainly made him sink. But yeah, like the glow, like the bioluminescent glow, like it kind of brightens as around the goblin, around the sergeant, not the squad sergeant. But yeah, they just kind of like disappear into seemingly the depths, and like, so I guess it's kind of eerie that you can't. They just vanish from sight. So is it deep? Is it acid? Like, did they melt? Oh. Yeah, they've just vanished. They have vanished from sight.
Let's not touch that, just in case.
Can I dip my my can Dave's gonna dip his axe in.
Sure.
Give it a little.
Sure. The water illuminates brightly around the head of your axe as you dip it in, as you disturb the bioluminescence. But yeah, like I say, the soldiers didn't like melt or anything. Like you didn't see them fizzle into red splodges. Yeah, it's just they've sunk, but like how deep is this thing is the only question.
So it's as viscous as water.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a little bit. It almost feels a bit thicker, like Dead Sea thickness.
I was like goop.
Slime. Okay.
Cass can get across this quite easily. It's just how to assist everyone else. If we want to try and get a rope across, or if we want to try and fix the bridge.
We could probably, if the bridge. I'm sure.
If you bring your mic closer.
Sorry. if the bridge was already there, I'm sure we could potentially.
Yeah, I mean, Abe, you feel like you could definitely fish this out and then put it back across the gap.
Yeah, fab. Can I fish it out, please?
No, you get sucked in and you melt.
I did the axe test.
You're not an axe.
Yeah.
Only to Abe.
So yeah, after like Abe, you have to somewhat unceremoniously get on your belly so you can kind of reach down and sort of like using your axe effectively just kind of fish this bridge out slowly but surely. And was anyone helping, or was everyone just kind of standing and watching?
Yeah, once it's roughly in position, I'll, if you'll allow me, use Vicious Entangle to restrain it to the bank.
Yeah, absolutely.
Restrain it.
Stay down,
wild animal.
You can't trust them slime bridges.
You never know.
In which case, yes, the vines kind of burst out of the like the natural rock underneath the flagstones, and then kind of wrap up to them, kind of hold the bridge in place. And yeah, the way is open.
Fab.
Who's the first up the stairs?
I think Abe would probably go last, as he is the biggest and most likely to break it. So
Sure.
if everyone else would like to go first.
Sure.
I'm happy to volunteer as tribute. Cooper will go ahead first.
You're just a little rat boy.
Okay.
Scurry Cooper.
So Cooper up first. Cass immediately behind.
Yeah, Cass will go behind. She's got 2 guns now. She's untouchable.
One in each hand.
And then the rest of you. So
Yeah, I'll wander.
Yeah.
Abe last. Okay. Cool. So Kigfran goes up, stands next to Griffin. Abe goes up last. So the 6 of you kind of move up onto this central, this sort of, let's say, this triangular dais that juts out from the back wall, and the large double door in front of you has this kind of geometric, like line work, carving, like engraving into it. They look, Cass, as an academic, as a researcher, you see that whilst some of this design is theoretical, well, it's either decorative or maybe it has some sort of hidden purpose, like some hidden working, you're not entirely sure. But what you do notice is that around the designs there is little passages of script work that resonates with you like kind of glyphs, if you will, like runic phrases, runic powers. But at a glance, you're unable to comprehend, like you don't understand the runes, like you don't understand the language. But upon, I mean, yeah, you're a researcher, aren't you? Upon closer inspection, you realise that the script, like the language, is very similar. Well, clearly has ties to what you would describe as the common tongue, like modern language. But you just get the impression that this text is like an archaic form. It's an ancient form of it.
Is there a sense that I would be able to translate it, or is it?
You feel like just being stood there looking at it, probably not. But if you, the more script that you collect, the more, like, if you find any additional data, then you might be able to start linguistically breaking this down and kind of putting it in the hard graft to be able to translate it.
Store it away in my mind palace.
Yeah. I guess the best way to describe this is if you or I, or maybe any of the six of us, stood in front of a door and it was covered in old Latin. Like, we know that there's links, but we just don't know what those links are. But Cass, as you acknowledge this, as you're peering at the door, Cooper, you're the one, you're on point. Perhaps what catches your attention more is the fact that the door is slightly open.
I feel like he was ready to get out all of his lock picking equipment and just goes, oh, okay. Door's open. So we should probably look inside.
Do you think there's going to be more of them in there?
And if the door's open, it means someone's opened it.
Well,
I know that.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know. It could be that it's already been open since before these lot arrived. But can I double check down on the count? I know that we asked the goblin how many of them there were, and it's roughly 8. Could you remind me how many of them we encountered? I think it was 4 or 5.
I think it was 6.
There was the goblin, the ignorant sprite, the Asavar woman, the keeper, the sergeant. You found 5.
Okay.
I thought there was another person we blew up.
So far.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think they might have escaped across the
Maybe.
bridge.
Rude.
So rude.
Well, yes. No, there was. Yeah. So we didn't really. He didn't get that much screen time because he had a fireball thrown at him. Yes, you have encountered 6 so far.
Okay. So I'll kind of reiterate, if we know there are 8, we've already found 6, I assume the other 2 are in here. So keep
Move
our toes.
carefully.
Okay. You jumping in?
Let's go.
Yep. Let's
Get
do it.
there.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Peep your head in.
So, as the door swings open with a quiet grace that belies its size. You feel like you're expecting it to make loud scraping stonework noises, but it opens relatively smoothly. And immediately in front of you, you find yourselves in this sort of corridor made of the same white marble. As you glance around, you realize nearly everything is made of this white marble, and you can't really see much in the way of lines in the stonework. It's almost as if this whole area has been carved from a singular piece, perhaps a mountain-sized piece of this marble. But in this corridor, there is a staircase that just descends down into the depths. And as you take a few steps, Cooper, as you take your first few steps forward, you see what appear to be sort of like they look like half bowls attached to the walls, and they begin emitting this cold white light in your presence.
Okie dokie. Like, I think it's always weird when magic reacts like that. But he's like, okay, weird, spooky place. Let's go. Let's do this.
Dan,
Yes.
I remember back before we bumped off the purple woman, or at least got rid of her. The marble kind of had a bad vibe. Is there any of that here, or is that entirely banished as far as we can tell?
Yes, the marble that you're surrounded by has that same kind of inertness, that same kind of null feeling that Malgulva's orb was giving off, that the marble that kind of adorns the five of you now gives off.
Nope.
Oh, Jim's exploded.
Didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Didn't like that whatsoever. So, but yeah, for the rest of you, yes, the marble seems largely inert. Welcome back, Tim.
Thank you very much.
Yes, the marble around you gives off that same, like, whereas before, like what you described as like bad vibes, it's that similar, almost like anti feeling, like that. It's a lack, it's a notable lack of aura, if you will.
Cool. Can I also make my horrid rabbit, please, while we're here?
Yes, you can. Absolutely can. I will bring out your binky. Boop. Are you spending a hope to make it a winged binky?
Nah, just Binky Classic today, please.
Okay. Binky Mark 1.
Ready salted binky.
Yeah.
No need for Winky today.
So as you begin descending down this stairwell, it eventually the staircase itself begins to widen as the walls begin to kind of curve away from one another, until you find yourselves emerging into this, what can only be described as like a hall. There are carved pillars of this white marble that run, like two rows of them that run away from you along the sort of like either side of the middle of this hall, towards an archway at the far end, and you can see, like as you go down the steps, like the lights illuminate where you are and dim when you kind of pass them by, and sort of like leave them behind. Cooper, what is in this hall of white marble, with, you know, there's bands of kind of decorative metal striping across some of the walls, up some of the pillars. What's the thing that catches your notice in this hallway?
I feel like the decorative pillars all have some sort of, they have like maybe similar scripture or carvings in that are similar to what was on the original door. Maybe like some sort of like storytelling, like I imagine like hieroglyphics, a little bit, in the pillars, which I imagine on closer inspection would probably on all the pillars tell some sort of story about the mountain or something. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, yeah, you definitely see the script. It catches your notice because these kind of this script work. Now that you're in this hall, unlike on the door, on the front door, these runes glow with a like a jade green hue, and they pulse. Like slowly, almost, and you to watch the pulse of the glow of the runes, it feels like you're watching a slow and even heartbeat.
Okay, don't like that. But
Yep,
okay,
don't
thank
like
you.
that.
Thank you. That's a no from me, but okay, thanks.
What catches Nate's notice? What catches Griffin's notice?
I don't think anything's going to catch his notice. He's going to go up to Abe and sort of going off the back of what peacefully say, sort of going off what Tim said just a moment ago. Griffin's going to ask Abe, he says, do you think that woman's down here?
What woman?
You know when you walk over and we heard that voice.
Oh yeah.
Do you think she's down here?
What you asking me? I don't know.
Well, just everyone else. Just you were there, like you spoke to her.
Well, I don't know, mate. I don't feel like she's here because last time she was all like, "Oh, hello, I'm purple and I'm messing with your heads." I feel like she would probably make her presence known again, wouldn't she? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. This place is like feels like someone's like down here, and not like the people we just beat up.
No, it does. It is a bit.
Heavy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it feels a bit. Yeah, mausoleum.
Mr. Dan, can I have a little look about to see if there's any, scuff marks, recent footprints in dust, etc. See if anyone has passed this way lately.
You know what? You absolutely can.
So generous.
I know. I will. Yes. You know what? We won't even need. Well, Gardy, how are you going about the search? Are you so? Fundamentally, you guys would have reached the bottom of this kind of fanned out, this fanning staircase, onto this sort of like smooth marble floor. So there's the columns running down the room, like a third of the way into the room from either wall. Gardy, are you kind of pressing on ahead a little bit just to get a bit more of a scope, or are you kind of watching from afar?
Yeah, I'll get a little ahead and get down close to the floor, see if I can see anything.
Okay. In which case, no need to roll, because as you go a bit further, behind one of these pillars, you find I guess the word to use is mangled. Empyrial soldier.
Oh, good.
Mangled in so much as it is clear that something large struck this soldier. Like his legs are both broken, one at the knee, one at the upper thigh. There's an enormous dent in the armor plating on the chest, and you can't help but get the feeling, given your prowess with healing, that whatever struck this soldier, clear and like gauging by the scuff marks, like whatever struck this soldier did it with enough force that this soldier that his armor folded like paper, and the soldier was flung across this hallway to end up where he is.
Can I give him a little grab and see if he's still warm?
He is.
Alive?
No.
Gun?
Okay.
Gun.
The gun.
Thievery.
The gun, the firearm, the Imperial firearm has been bent. Clearly, this soldier brought it up to his chest to try and parry whatever struck him, and it has folded that framework in almost into a V.
And then it fell into a nearby bucket of acid, and then down a well.
This one.
How big is this room this hall that we're in? Because if this thing was very large, how large are we?
So the hallway that you find, this room that you find yourself in, you know what, Abe? How big is it?
Oh, it's tiny.
Everyone's
Abe
on
got
their
his
hands and knees.
Abe is just commando, just crawling.
No one else is, just Abe's doing it.
It's like
it's quite large, but
It's just Abe.
I'd say it's reasonably grand. I'd say it's large. It's a tall ceilinged.
I mean, I'm
surprisingly tall ceilinged for
where you are.
Where we are.
Yeah, I think very much so. Like the ceiling is shrouded in darkness. You can see the ceiling. There's a bit of an arched, like an arched ceiling thing going on. But like if someone was clambering across the ceiling, it would be hard to spot them. That's how high up it is. And the cold glow from these kind of sconces that illuminate as you walk past them doesn't quite reach up to the ceiling. I guess in my head, I'm picturing that width-wise, this hall is probably kind of 40 to 60 feet wide.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, pretty large. Like
Quite
side
large.
mountain.
Yeah. But I say these columns run down the hall, and then at the far end of this hall is an open archway into another room beyond.
Is there any sign anywhere of more of this writing that we saw before?
So yes, there is the script work kind of up and down the pillars. And at a cursor, do you want to investigate the script work?
Yes, I think Cass's explorer investigator brain is itching at this, and she wants to know if it's a warning, if it's information about what's to come. We should probably know what it is, especially if there are now dead bodies in here.
So we've already ascertained that it's an old script. So it's similar but not. I will ask for I think it's going to have to be a knowledge check because you're analysing, you're trying to comprehend.
Yeah. Can I use my community, my lawborn, well-read?
I believe with well-read.
Or is that just for,
It's of a prominent person or place.
And this is not a prominent person or place. We had to walk very far to get here.
Yeah. I mean, this is well and truly unknown. This is frontier stuff.
I mean, I have well-travelled and researcher, So this is technically Cass's bread and butter. Before everything that happened to her, this is the kind of thing that she'd be doing.
I think you'd certainly be able to use one of your experiences. Absolutely. Much in the same way that if we were trying to translate Italian, you being a polyglot would be useful.
Cool. So I can. That's a knowledge roll. I will do researcher.
Nice.
Oh, chonky roll.
For big brain.
27 with fear. So, 27 is definitely good. So, as say, you wouldn't be able to understand specifically what it says, but as you gauge the structure of these runes, the layout of these runes, you quickly realize you've spent quite a lot of time in Avamore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is a moment. It's a glasses off, my God, moment. When you realize that the runic glyphs that you're seeing around are almost identical to runic patterns that you see being taught to mages in Avamore. Specifically, these are glyphs of like warding, of abjuration. These are containment glyphs.
Oh, great.
And as you stare these up and down, like as focused in on it as you are, perhaps you jump ever so slightly when you see like a relatively slender hand run its fingers across the runes. Oh.
So
we traded a Theo for a Georgia.
I'm guessing that might be
Actually,
due to
only-
our cat, but okay. I think she's probably still listening.
Okay. Yeah. Like fingers trace along the runes, and Kigfran like turns his head to Cass. And I told you that this place contained great power.
I'm sorry, Dan. I missed all of that.
Okay, no. Yes. So, like as you kind of lean in, you're sort of like decipher, like analyzing these runes. I can only imagine you jump ever so slightly when this hand appears and rubs its fingers across the glyphwork. And yeah, Kigfran turns his head to you, and I told you this place contained great power.
That goblin upstairs, he said it was holding something.
Kigfran, I'll let you tell me how you feel when, as you say this to Kigfran, and then he like turns his head to you, and then there is the slightest glimmer of a smile that pulls at the edge of his mouth, like an excited smile.
What do you know? What are we going to find down here?
Kigfran puts his glove back on and as I said, I am unsure as to specifically what is down here, but whatever is to be found will be well worth finding, especially if these soldiers wish to find it first.
You know what? Next door we go through, You're going first.
Kigfran sort of like turns to you, and there's like a relatively stoic, firm look. Cooper, you certainly see this from across the way. But then before Kigfran gets to respond, the six of you hear a burst of commotion, a noise of panic, notably of the sounds of wailing screams coming from further in the hallway. And there is a loud, reverberant that shakes the ground under your feet, and you feel almost as if the columns themselves are shaking. And I gain a fear from your roll, and then I spend a fear. And Kigfran looks to you first, Cass, and then kind of casts his kind of non-gaze across the rest of you. I think they know we're here, he says. And the defense system clock counts up to 1.
Defense system?
Defense system.
So, we will. Yes, it seems that there is something happening further in. It seems like you get the activity. You can hear this activity getting louder. Well, sort of like disappearing into the distance. Begging pardon. But you get the impression that you've just heard an alarm ring out through this vault. And yeah, Kigfran, in case it hadn't occurred, if we dally too long, the defenders of this place will do to us what they did to him, he says, pointing towards the crumpled corpse of the Empyrial soldier.
Right, let's get going then.
So he explains to you, it would be, we should make it a priority to get what we need, get what we came here to find. But if along the way we find ways of disabling this security, we should. I suspect that whatever is held here will be protected by locks and mechanisms, so we will have to find a way to gain access to our prize. And as promised, whilst I am here for something in particular, anything else along the way is yours. So we now have a disable security clock, a gain access clock, and a loot clock. I will also point out that the defense system clock does not have an upper limit. So
cool.
As this sort of like loud booming alarm fades away, leaving a ringing in your ears, what's the plan?
Let's go. Next door. Let's go. I think Abe hearing that.
Oh, Libby.
Oh, what?
Microphone.
I think my microphone's dying, to be honest.
Shout loudly!
I went to mute.
Just insert the mic into your mouth.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I think because we know that there's guns, Abe will take himself to the next door, and the human shield as we go through.
Okay.
Wait. Before you go, Griffin's just going to tap you on the shoulder and go like, "Good talk," and give you inspirational word to clear one of your hit points.
Oh, thank you. That's
Okay.
great.
So Abe, as you head up to the door at the far end of this, what is effectively like an entry hallway, you find yourself in this. It looks like a domed room, but in front of you. Sorry. It's a circular room with a domed ceiling overhead, but in front of you is this this large cylinder, like a large cylindrical column that runs from the ceiling down to the floor. This cylinder in itself is a good 60 odd feet in diameter. What is effectively what's left is like a ring around it. Like the rest of the room creates a ring around it, and there's a good sort of like 20 foot of space either side of this cylinder. So for all intents and purposes, you're in a ring-shaped room with a cylinder running through the middle of it, and there's about 20. Cylinder's 60 foot across, and then there's 20 foot either side for you to run around. You can hear the sound of combat happening further beyond. There are a number of now that you're in this room, you can see that whilst there are a number of doorways leading off from this chamber, a number of them seem to have the marble has broken and collapsed down, blocking off a number of these kind of routes out, leaving only a couple of other kind of doorways off from this ring room. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in this moment, I say you can't there's no one around. The sound of gunfire seems to be getting further away, but do you want to search for a way to disable security? Do you want to search for a way to gain access to whatever it is you're trying to gain access to, or do you want to look for shinies?
No, I think I'll look for some sort of disabling security system. Is there a panel? Ancient security panel.
So the walls of this room look very much like what this map that is shown here. So there are columns that sort of follow the curvature of this dome at equidistant equidistant distances. Between some pillars there are doorways. The vast majority of them have been collapsed in on. But you notice that there's no. It's just smooth marble, a continuous smooth marble. The only thing of note is that you see that around the central, cylindrical column, like this cylindrical mass in the middle, there are what appear to be this sort of silverish metal banding that wraps seemingly around the circumference of this cylinder.
Can I check out the metal banding? See if there's anything trap related, or as someone with street kid, roguish experience, is it something that I can tinker with?
As you approach Cooper, runes in a jade light begin to glow as you approach, and they get brighter the closer you approach.
Okay. Can I roll to see if it's like me or like where I'm standing that causes, like, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a route towards it that doesn't fill me with fear.
So if you plant your feet, like the runes in front of you are glowing. The runes immediately in front of your outstretched hand glow brighter, and as you pull your hand back, they dim, and then they get brighter again when you bring your hand close again. So it seems like it is a proximity thing.
Okay.
Like, you get the impression that whatever that is protecting this cylinder, this pillar. I say pillar, I say it's like 60 foot across.
I'm just wondering if I can, when you say 60 foot across, is it something that you can jump onto?
No, it goes from floor to ceiling.
To ceiling. Okay, cool. Okay.
Would I have anything in my pockets?
Depends on what you would hope to have in your pockets is.
Pine cone,
Yes.
a conker.
Yes. I mean, there's certainly like there's pebble, like rocks and rubble. If at the very
Just want to
least.
chuck it and see what happens to it.
Yeah, don't throw away your favourite conker.
Yeah.
Pick up a pebble
I
from the
could
ground.
Have a little look. No, not that one. Put that
Um,
Yeah,
What-
can I
yeah.
throw a stone, pebble, something to as close as to the pillar as possible?
you hoof this rock, like this fist-sized rock, at this central kind of 60-foot pillar, and before the rock hits it, it explodes in a blast of green light, jade
Abe
green light.
Just nods.
Yeah, I look at Abe and go, "That's great. That could have been me. Thank you."
Don't
Whatever
call me
we're-
Professor Abe for nothing.
I feel that whatever we're looking for lies within that, Kigfran says. So, I ask, we return to the important question: are we looking to disable the security to gain access or to loot?
Disable security.
Disable security,
probably
I
makes
feel.
the most sense. Yeah.
Can I do something I've not actually ever done before, which I realise now is an incredibly useful skill that Cass has just put in her back pocket this entire time, and it feels like it would probably be useful. Can I channel raw power?
Yes.
So once per long rest, you can place a domain card from your loadout into your vault and choose to either gain hope equal to the level of the card and a bunch of other things. But my intent right now is gaining hope equal to the level of the card, because I sense that some bits are going to need to be done at some point soon, and I have no hope.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Hope is always grand.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, burn the card, and then you can gain the hope.
Yeah, can I burn Dark Whispers, please?
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
think that is 6 hope, which is
Shoot you up to 6.
yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Tell you what. What's Gardy doing? Abe's throwing rocks at walls. Cooper's not getting. Cooper's flirting with walls. What's Gardy doing?
What are I mean, other than the big pillar, what are our options?
Well, so the only I guess the only thing of note, what appears to be a real currently a real threat to your security are the sounds of Empyrial firearms, which have very recently gone quiet. But yeah, perhaps like in terms of known quantities, you know that there are some Empyrials nearby. So if you wanted to, like we say disable security, I guess it's more, you could almost think of it as a lower threat. But if you wanted to hunt the roaming enemies in this dungeon, that would make things safer.
That does sound useful. Maybe I'll send out Binky to have a little scout in the direction of the soldier noises. See what we find.
Okay. Does Binky have stats for rolling this sort of thing, or
I do not.
Communicate, command, spellcast to command them to perform simple tasks and stress to see through their eyes. Okay, so yeah, roll me a spellcast roll. And
Here it is.
If you want to roll make a stress, you can see through his eyes as he goes.
Ooh. Lovely. Yeah, I'll mark a stress to do that. I'll use me fearless, couple of stress to swap that to a hope because I'm desperate for a hope.
Okay, so 19 with hope. So you gain hope. So Binky kind of hops around this large 60-foot column. And there's a doorway pretty much on the, like, if you were at 6 o'clock, this doorway is sort of like 1 o'clock. And as Binky kind of peers through, like hiding behind some rubble that's fallen from the ceiling, he sees what appears to be a squadron of Imperial soldiers. They're currently tending to two crumpled forms of fellow Imperial soldiers, and with your eyes peering through Binky's, it is abundantly clear that the two soldiers are like these. Of the 8, these 2 soldiers are no longer among the living. And they seem to have been similarly kind of crumpled.
Okay, so we got 6 up. Do they look injured?
The 6 look panicked. One of them appears to be sort of like holding her arm, but like whatever it was that attacked them, like you cannot see hair nor hide of that. But yeah, these Imperial soldiers look like they're on high alert, and like you can see them like furtively looking over their shoulders to see if anything else is coming. But yeah, there are Imperial soldiers nearby if you want to engage them.
Right. What do you think, gang? 6 of them, 6 of us?
Easy.
Well, I'm Binky.
7 of us. Good point.
Okay, so who's are the 6 of you happy to go round and engage with these Imperials before they get a chance to recruit?
Through them.
I'm just before we go in, I'm just going to give Abe a little touch.
Touching Abe today, I love it.
Using my regenerative reach, so I don't have to actually touch him. Healing. Have a couple of healings.
Oh, thank you.
2 hit points. Okay, very, very good. In which case, yeah, as the rest of you join Binky at the front of this war party, yes, as you peer around the doorway, you see like the cold white light of the sconces glowing, like reflecting off their now dusty, dented, but still relatively polished metal armor. And as you have successfully scouted them and taken them unawares, who wants to throw hands first?
Me. Let me throw.
Okay, so let me start the encounter. Okay, so no need to worry too much about like where the tokens are. It's primarily just for show. But Abe, yeah, as you kind of peer around the corner, you see these 6 Imperials like turn their heads and look at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna rush them.
Yep.
They've got guns. I've got an axe, but if I'm fast enough, I believe I can smash a couple of them out.
Yes, absolutely.
I would like to roll my axe. It's a 15.
A 15 with fear. So, Abe, you go charging in, and as you swing, but the Imperial soldier you swing for, like, jumps back, and the axe swings just in front of his visor.
Would you like me to play a song so you can have a rally dice?
Yeah, play me a song.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to spend a rally dice, Abe?
Yeah, I want to spend a rally dice.
Okay, spend your rally dice.
Is it D8
D8.
now, isn't it?
And you get to have a hope or clear a stress.
I will clear a stress, please. 15, 16, 17.
17 is a hit.
Yay! Thank you very much.
So I also tick up a fear.
27.
27. Oh, bloody hell. So, Abe, as you catch these Imperial soldiers, mostly unawares, you manage to, like, body slam the first, the axe comes through, takes out a second, kick out, take out a third. That is severe damage to this squadron, and there is only 3 left.
Nice.
As that happens, play passes to me. Like, at the sound of combat ringing out again, there is another that reverberates through the vault, and I will spend a fear to increase the defense systems by 1. And who's at the back of, who's furthest from the doorway? Like, who's at the back of the group, do you feel?
I suppose if Cass was looking for more signs of the text around the new section,
Yeah.
he would have come last.
Okay. In which case, Cass, as you hear, like, you flinch slightly as this loud boom kind of ring, like, rattles your brain. You look up and you see what appears to be a mote of kind of jade green light appear like a few feet from you, and you watch as this light kind of stretches vertically and then it begins expanding on all axes until you are almost kind of blinded by this huge flash of white-green light. And as you blink a few times to get a sense of what's happening, in front of you is a construct as tall as Abe, made of this same glossy white marble material that the rest of this vault is made of. It has, in lieu of a face, it has these panels with kind of jade green gems, but it's almost like 3 heads, 3 thin faces side by side. These large shoulder pads with this a metal banding similar to the protective banding that wraps around the central pillar. These shoulder pads kind of dwarf, like reach up and dwarf over this creature's so-called head. And clutched in its fist is a large hammer with a crackling jade green gem at the front of it, between the 2 hammerheads. And as this golem materializes, it looks to you, and there's a noise that emits from it. And I'm going to go ahead and activate that guardian golem. And as it it looks to the 5 of you gathered. It looks to the commotion, which is Abe and the Imperial soldiers, and I'm going to spend a fear to ask if Abe can make an agility reaction roll, please, as will the remaining soldiers.
And Binky.
Not Binky, thankfully.
Agility reaction.
So the soldiers have rolled a 12. And Abe has rolled a 12. So, in which case, Abe, distracted as you are, sort of like wading into these soldiers, this golem hefts their warhammer aloft, and the crackling green gem on the end glows brightly, and this bolt of green light is lobbed out of the end of the hammer. It arcs over Cooper, Griffin, Cass's, Guardy's heads to land in amongst the Imperial soldiers' position. Unfortunately, both of those reaction rolls for yourself and for the soldiers were fails, so you take... Where's the dices?
The dices.
Let me roll. You take 36 damage.
36. God, I'm gonna have to take a health point, aren't I?
Suffice to say, the Imperial squadron is obliterated.
Well, that's half the job done.
But also, Abe, the explosion knocks you backwards towards your companions. It knocks you it knocks you to close range. So you're launched across the ground, back. You're launched backwards a good 15-20 feet to then sort of like crash in amongst the rest. And as you sort of like your world is blurry and like you can see like light spots in your eyes, and as you kind of look upwards, you can see this golem kind of bearing down over the 6 of you plus Binky. Yes, that's the golem's turn for now. Who wants to go next?
I'm happy to have a go if anyone else wants to go. I think it's probably time for Cooper to crossbow this thing. I want to try and get out of its eye of sight, so I'm technically cloaked. So I think, I'm trying to think of where would be the best place for Cooper to be.
So I guess for all intents and purposes, you guys are kind of crowded around the doorway of one of these corridors off the central ring room. This golem has materialized between yourselves and the central pillar. So it's like further into the ring room. So if you were to duck into the door through the doorway that Abe's just been launched out of, you'll be able to like hide behind the door, like hide behind the rubble. But yeah, you can also see that these, the Imperial soldiers are just obliterated.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do just that then. So I'm gonna try and like find somewhere to take cover, and then I want to I look at the rifle that I have in my hand and realize that the screeching is not going to help me. And I put it away, and I take my trusty crossbow out to use my crossbow this time. So we're gonna do that. And crossbow. I have a hope, so I'm going to use excellent aim.
Okay.
We're gonna roll and see what happens.
Oh, it's nice.
It's a 23 with hope.
23 with hope. You take your hope and you hit.
Fantastic. So roll damage. So that's my usual damage, and then because it's a 3.
And I've updated your macro, so you can now just click sneak attack.
Really? Exciting times.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that just lets me roll that. Does that work? Incredible. Okay, so it's 14 plus 9.
So 23 damage. The bolt bites deep in, like cracks through the marble shell of this golem, and it rocks it slightly. That is major damage.
Nice.
So that was Cooper's turn. Who wants to go after Cooper? Bear in mind we're in, like, put your hands up in the tracker so I can jump to you quickly.
I'll have a little tangle.
Go, Guardy, go.
Tangle attack. Go.
A 14
spell casting.
A 14 with hope. You get your hope, but that is a miss. Do you want to spend your rally dice?
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. I will use it to clear a stress. D8, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Lovely, thank you. Oh, no.
You never know.
16 with hope is a miss, unfortunately. So is it the vines?
Yeah, it's the grabby vines.
Okay. So, Guardy, as you go to sort of like as you go to conjure the vines to grab at this golem, much like you did the earth elemental up at the standing stones once upon a time. The vines that kind of work their way out of the cracks in the marble just seem significantly like frailer, like thinner, weaker than normal, and there is a part of you that realizes that the vines are only coming out between the cracks in the marble, and perhaps the sort of like innate null void anti-magic nature of this marble is perhaps affecting the spell in a way. But the vines kind of reach up to the golem, but as they wrap around it, it just begins walking towards the six of you, seemingly unfazed. I'm gonna activate the golem a second time off the back of the miss, and it will who will it? Unfortunately, Cass is the closest to it. We've already established that. So Cass, as you look up, this golem just strides through, like the vines snap around its knees as it walks towards you, and
come at me, bro.
It swings at you
and what?
for an 11.
That's what I think. What's that?
Is that your evasion?
That is my evasion.
That is your evasion.
Yep.
In which case, you are caught by the large kind of hammer that it swings round. You take 16 damage.
Cool.
And you are launched by the hammer blow 5-10 feet backwards.
Cool.
And the rest of you, the other five of you, realize that whatever, like the Imperial soldier that you found in the hallway, probably got hit by one of those. Do you want to spend any armor to reduce that?
No, I'll just take that. That
okay.
is major damage for me.
Okay. So that is the guard, and then as you all watch as Cass is sort of like ragdolled through the air,
like a Skyrim NPC.
On a successful attack, I gain a fear.
Oh.
Don't like that.
So, who wants to go next?
Can Cass go next from the floor?
Yes, absolutely.
I think, if Cass will cast Preservation Blast right back at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything else I can do with that. No, that's just.
So you kind of getting back up and running over to it, so it's in melee.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah!
Power of sheer indignation.
An 18 with hope is a hit.
Nice.
So what's the damage?
Preservation blast is D8 plus 3.
So if you hit the roll damage button, and then that'll.
Yep. What is that? Sorry, my stuff is all
under the in chat.
Whoop.
Under your roll, you should have a roll damage button.
Whoop. I see it. It was hidden from me. Oh, no, I don't see it.
Do you trust me?
Yeah, go for it.
16 damage.
Nice. Okay, I trust you, Dan. I trust you now.
Okay, so 16 damage, and it's blasted away to far, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
so in which case, this golem strides forward, like smacks you back, like 5-10 feet, Cass, and as you sort of like land in a crumple, in a blink of an eye, you're back up to the golem. What does this look like?
Cooper just hears this very familiar, like, exasperated, and she's up on her feet, like her bun is unraveling. She's clearly taken some damage, but the look of outrage in her eye as she storms forward and just hits it right back with a blast.
Right back at
it. Yeah.
Okay, in which case, this golem sort of like kind of looms over you as you run up and blast it, but it has no face, it's got no emotion, but it's almost comedic how it is lifted up and sort of like rotates slightly as you launch it to far range. So this golem is lifted feet off the ground, soars backwards, collides with the central pillar, which flashes with the jade green light, and then it just sort of clatters to the marble stonework at far range. So it's quite a way away. And it takes minor damage, so it takes a point of damage. Cass, you've just put quite a lot of distance between you and it. If the six of you wanted to take this opportunity to scarper, you absolutely can, because it doesn't look like it moves particularly quickly, or if you want to press the assault and like keep attacking it while it's down. But it is at far range now.
What are we thinking, gang? Are we running? Are we fighting? Are we kicking it?
If we don't fight it now, we're going to have to fight it later.
Fight later.
It's going to nemesis us, isn't it? It's just going to keep going. Yeah.
We'll be trying to find like a crank, and it'll come through a wall.
Okay. In which case, after that successful attack, then do you want to keep the initiative, Cass, or pass on?
No, Cass is done. Cass is breathing heavily.
Okay, go Griffin, go.
Griffin was seeing how Gardy was trying how to do his vines, and was almost going to cast Mystic Tether to also try and do the same. But now that Cass has just like vaulted it into very far, he's just kind of gone, fireball it is
far.
Then.
Yeah. It's only far if that matters.
No, well, if it's very far, I can still get it with fireball.
Sure. Okay, fireball.
I'm going to do my usual knowledge of arcane magic for a hope.
Mm-hmm.
To add a little bit more onto there. Ooh.
17 with hope.
Yeah.
Hits.
Yay!
So it needs to make a reaction roll 13.
Yeah.
On the nose.
So still roll for damage. Oh, that was a 19 as well, but it hit. Damn it.
So 25 is halved to 12. So as you launch this fireball towards the golem is already sort of like picking itself up, and then with its left hand, it kind of puts a hand up to protect it, and the fireball detonates over what appears to be this jade green force field that it kind of conjures to deflect the majority of your attack. That said, that is still minor damage, so it takes another point of hit points. Griffin, do you want to keep the initiative?
I mean, you said it's in far range.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I might as well then do Mystic Tether then, see if I can restrain it.
Okay.
It's in this one. Do a little rolly. Go for it. 18.
18 with hope is a hit.
Nice. So you are temporarily restrained and you must mark a stress.
Okay. So, what your Mystic Tether is like red.
Red rope.
Right?
Yeah.
Red rope. Okay. In which case, as it sort of like holds its hand up to deflect against the fireball, it's distracted. How are you binding it? Are you just sort of like wrapping its legs together, bring its arm in, or?
I'm trying to sort of bring in sort of like its arms together towards its waist.
Sure. In which case, yeah, the arms are pulled together, and like the golem tries to rise. It tries to stand up. It's on sort of like one knee, trying to strain against the Mystic Tether, but it is successfully bound and restrained.
Yay!
So, go, Guardy, go.
Okay, first of all, I will say, Binky, second!
So I just realised all this time, Abe's on the floor with burns going around his head.
Still down.
So can I command Binky to move into melee with this boy?
Brave, yes. Does that? Yeah, I think.
It needs to be over a 12 to command successfully. Yeah, just about. And I'll run up with him and be a large lizard.
Large lizard.
Large lizard.
Okay, you are large lizard.
Wonderful. If I'm right to keep initiative, I'd like to get him, please.
Yes, and Binky's giving you advantage, right?
No, I get extra damage.
Extra damage, okay.
Okay,
so this golem tethered, like the three heads turn to see you approach.
Lovely. Where is my lizard attack? There it is.
Yeah, should be on the left of your character sheet.
Lizard attack.
Nice.
22 with hope is a hit.
And I can, I believe, spend a hope to do more stuff. I can... Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I'll spend a hope to use Snapping Strike, making him temporarily restrained and vulnerable.
Okay.
Yeah. And my damage will be plus 1d6 for the bunny.
Poor golem.
He deserves it.
32 damage. 32 damage is major damage. So Guardy, first things first, because I don't think we've seen your giant lizard. What is your giant lizard? What does it look like?
It's notorious for stealing llamas from our nomadic tribe on the plains. These things, they are Gracox, and they are large, sort of crocodilian, reptile, dragony thingies. They're quick and they bite, and I'm going to be quick and I'm going to bite him.
Okay. In which case, whereabouts on him do you bite?
I'm just going to like jump onto him and start clawing and biting, you know?
Okay.
Like a Velociraptor in Jurassic Park.
Perfect.
Method.
In which case, as you scrabble across the smooth, like we've all seen lizards trying to run across like lino or wood flooring, but as you watch this large lizard kind of pounce upon this restrained golem, it's when your snapping jaws snap around the neck that holds the three kind of face plates in place. The five of you watch as Gardy, for all intents and purposes, tears this golem's head clean from its shoulders. And Gardy, as you sort of like, as your scaly head kind of rears back, you all watch as the three head plates in Gardy's mouth just seem to like. They begin to glow and then they disapparate into a green jadish light. And Gardy, you feel yourself fall suddenly as the body of this golem just dissipates into motes of jade green light that are absorbed back into the runes of the pillar, the central pillar that you're stood in front of. As this thing discorporeates, because that's a word, as it just disintegrates in front of you into seemingly raw mana, and the golem is finished. The golem is gone, and in this moment, you feel like the level of threat around you has dropped. So I will reduce your system, the defense system level by 2, and then spend a fear as you hear. As the alarm raises it back up to 1. But you have successfully disabled one of the security you've cleared out some security. And who would, I think Cooper, given that you've had a bit of a distant view from all of this, given that you couldn't see what attacked the Imperial soldiers. It's like something was attacking the Imperial soldiers and then wasn't. And what's just happened to these golems, you can't help but get the feeling that these things will just keep coming. If they can just, when defeated, they just disapparate, and then potentially you watch this thing just kind of appeared out of thin air for all intents and purposes. So yes, it dawns on you, Cooper, and you see Kigfran looking at you pointedly as Kigfran's words of "I brought you here for a reason." As that kind of becomes apparent, this is a running battle.
Okay.
So with that in mind, let's take a quick break. We'll see you all in 10 minutes.
Nice.
Boy. Welcome back, everyone. Hi, welcome. My name's DM Dan. Georgia is being attacked by a cat.
Theo is walking him out.
Yes, Georgia being attacked by a cat, but we're all good. We return to the Titan Isles. We find ourselves deep within a mysterious ancient vault of a smooth, made almost exclusively of a mysterious smooth white marble. And our heroes have just successfully defeated ? What appears to be a sentient golem of some sort. So
that's the golem.
that is golem. So you've defeated the golem. You've, for all intents and purposes, defeated the Empyrials that were kind of in the way. So the security level has dropped, but the alarm still rises further and further. So, with that in mind, Guardy, by all means, if you want to stay in lizard form, you may, to save yourself the stress. What is the next plan of attack?
Running.
Guess just keep running.
Running.
Who wants to spearhead this? What? I mean, Abe.
Can I get up?
Yes, you can. You may indeed. Abe, as you dust yourself off and like the tinnitus in your ears has finally faded. Yeah, what do you... I can only imagine there's a moment of Abe doing that ma, like finger in an ear, trying to... yeah, Abe, what would you like to do knowing that you've just kind of defeated that golem? Do you want to start kind of unlocking the gaining access to the vault?
Let's try and gain some access to this bad boy without getting blasted, and that please.
Okay. In which case, Abe, as you lead the group further down this, into the hallway that the Imperial soldiers were in, the hallway is similar to the one that you arrived in, but it emerges into a large, another spherical room. It's a spherical room, but as you sort of like get to the doorway, you see that there is like no floor. There is just the inner surface of this sphere, and so there's a kind of a moment where you have to screech to a stop, because if you go any further, it feels like you would just plummet. But as you teeter on the edge, who is immediately behind Abe?
Everyone.
Well,
I'll be.
So in which case, Abe, as you teeter, like one hoof in the air, Griffin, you don't stop in time and collide with the back of Abe. Then Abe, you tip forward, and your hoof instinctively like goes to step on nothingness. But your hoof connects with a solid surface, and under your hoof there is a jade green light emanating outwards. And as you lift your hoof up, the glow fades, and then as you place it back down, it gets brighter until you make contact. And it's like you're walking on a floor of light.
Well, you see, I knew that would happen. I didn't think there was a big gap or anything.
I didn't realise you could do that.
Yeah, don't. you go ahead. You go see if it works for you.
Okay. Griffin will step forward as well.
Okay, Griffin, as you step forward, your feet gain purchase on this kind of invisible floor that illuminates under your footsteps as you walk in. And as you kind of look up, the spherical room you're in is mesmerizing, because there are kind of motes of green light scattered around the room. And for a moment, and like they're above you and below you. And for a moment, it feels like you're among stars. And as you take a few more steps forward, Griffin, some of the motes coalesce into a glowing green orb that gets larger and larger. And this kind of semi-translucent, kind of greenish sphere floats in the middle of the room, which means that you are, you are. It's both above and below, like it spans above and below you, and it rotates slightly.
Okay. Abe, any ideas? That thing?
I'm not much. If I can't hit it, I don't really know what to do with it.
Abe, yeah, as you get close, you realise that this orb is it's made of light, like it is a glowing orb of light. But as the two of you are close, both roll me knowledge checks.
We've got the two smarties out front.
Normal knowledge or just reactions?
Reaction, big one. As you try to comprehend what you're seeing.
Do a squint. Oh, Professor Abe's back.
18.
18. I'm trying to think where you would have seen this, Abe. You glance across this orb, this large sphere, this glowing sphere, Griffin, you watch as Abe adopts the Professor Abe pose, like the stroking of the chin. And Abe, this reminds you of this large kind of orb that you saw. It was someone in. It was like a mage in Dorlashal, and it was this orb of like green, like a blue orb with green splodges all over it, and you overheard someone saying, "Oh, this is elsewhere." I mean, it clearly wasn't. It was just a large block of painted wood with green splodges on it. It looks similar.
I thought elsewhere was flat. Where does the right come from? Of course. Flat. I look out and I see it's just elsewhere. It's a line, isn't it?
Don't go too far.
Don't go too
Richie,
far.
go over.
Up the edge. I read a pamphlet once and it said it's all flat. Don't believe it if it's a circle.
Yes, as Abe begins musing on this, just is struck by a memory that he had one time. It dawns on you that you are looking at what appears to be a round spherical planet.
It's like we met a guy once and he said that's what the world looked like, but I didn't believe him.
But do you think this is like a map of elsewhere?
Well, does it know what it looks like? Did it get blown up? Well, elsewhere now or elsewhere was? Was where?
Elsewhere.
Abe, as you ask, you see that there's almost like a thrumming light on the surface of this globe, and as it kind of rotates, you see that this orb this glow, this blinking light, appears to be at what could only be described as the top of a mountain range, like in a mountain.
That's us.
But it's at the top of a mountain.
That's not us. We're in a mountain.
Well, say it's within the top of a mountain. So you've been correct and incorrect by saying the same thing twice. It is where you are, but before the eschaton. And Abe, you recognise the mountain range around this blinking light as the mountain range that Rice Vilnar used to be on.
Where I used to live. It was where it is no longer else was. It was where we was.
Oh.
That was where we was. I was there.
What?
So as Abe gives the rest of you this very comprehensive explanation of what you're seeing, who wants to there is a monotone voice that rings out. Enter command.
Thanks. We all hear it.
Mm-hmm. It rings out through the room.
Is it? Did I say the right thing? Is it? What's? Oi! Smarties! Smart ones! Gas!
Disable the security.
So are you looking to disable security or gain access?
Oh, that's a good
So
point.
two
Gain
separate
access.
clocks.
I mean, both are very useful at this current point, but probably gaining access is what we want.
Okay. In which case, Cass, which ability are you using to do that? Because as you approach this orb, like what appear to be control runes materialize in the air in front of you, and you realise that these runes can be interacted with.
I'd say instinct to perceive.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
please roll me an instinct check then.
Not just because that's my highest skill. Can I also add in researcher?
You can. As you have successfully done some research already.
I have.
If fleeting.
Did that go through?
Yeah, a 20 with fear. So you successfully. What does your interaction with these runes look like?
Sort of like a tentative reaching out and touching, just in case it proves to be like the green pillar that we left behind, just in case there seems to be some kind of warding against it. But if it doesn't do that, and kind of the movement of them slowly becomes more and more confident.
Okay. In which case, as you begin to interact with the runes, you watch as these these bands of jade green light form around your wrists, and as you kind of turn your wrists, as you kind of manipulate your fingers, the runes seem to sort of like dance around them. It takes a little while to get a hang of it, but you do begin to get a hang of what it is you're doing, and you find that you're able to fundamentally like zoom in to the blinking light until you find that within this mountain range is presumably the vault that you find yourselves in, and there is like you can see that like there's this central cylindrical shape surrounded like within this spherical room. You know that that's the main hall that you've just come from. You can see the corridor you've come along. You can see this kind of observatory, and as you kind of do your best to decipher the commands, you hear like the monotone voice once again speaks. Acknowledged. And you hear a loud, reverberant from somewhere behind you. But as you release yourself as you go to release from the runes, you find that your hand is almost like it's being held by something, and the voice returns to say, "Unauthorized user detected." And I gain a fear, I spend it, and I increase the defense system to 1.
Oh no.
To 2, beg my pardon.
Booting me out of the computer. Oh.
Your wrist is released as you hear the of the alarm, and on the other side of the globe, you see a light materializing, and another guardian golem appears on the other side of this planet and turns to regard you.
Cass just turns to everyone else. Run!
Okay. So as the 6 of you kind of duck out, you've successfully gained access. What's Cooper doing?
I was on mute, sorry. I think he might see if there's a way of keeping the golem separate. Like, is there a way of us like trapping him somewhere else, or like delaying his advance, basically? Is there something that Cooper can do, like fire a crossbow bolt to activate something to keep him away?
So I will say this golems materialize at like far range, and as it begins like stomping towards you. You get the impression that if you were to like jog, like run, this thing doesn't seem to be like it, especially compared. Well, also based on the other golem that you've already fought, these things move at a relatively slow and steady pace. So one way of gaining distance is to just pull the legs of your trousers up and hoon it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I think Cooper will just. I think obviously after what he realized before the break, just keep going, just go, quick.
Okay. I will leave this guardian golem here, just as a reminder that there is at least one guardian golem after you. So yes, Cooper, as you shepherd everyone out of this observatory, you know in your kind of journey around the main room that there was one other doorway, which is the only other way you can go other than the exit. Which clock would you like to focus on?
So
you
we
disable security, gain access, or loot.
I think disable security still feels very useful because we don't know what we're gaining access to. But then also the whole point of us doing this is to find loot to help us defeat Exo. So part of Cooper is like loot, security. But then he remembers he's not too bad at finding loot. So maybe we should also do a loot. We've done the other two. Let's try a loot. So
okay,
I will do that.
What ability are you using to loot?
Ooh. I think I'm going to use my ability to cause a nuisance. No, I'm going to use my finesse and see if there's anything like. Is it finesse? I'm just trying to think. No, that's like.
I mean, if you want to use finesse, I could say that there are like as you're running down the corridor, there are shiny like orbs half embedded in the wall that look like with some jigging you might be able to retrieve them.
Yeah, sure. I'll give that a go. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, roll me a finesse.
Okay, let's do that. It's a 20 with hope.
20 with hope. You gain a hope.
Mm-hmm.
And on a success, That is 2 segments. That is 2 bits of loot. As you use your knife very quickly and expertly, given that this golem is tailing you, and with a satisfying "Foom," this orb falls out of the wall into your open palm.
Nice.
So yeah, it is an orb. There are like concentric circles and kind of lines etched across it. You're not 100% sure what it does, but it looks important.
Cool. I will
It looks
stuff that
noteworthy.
quickly in my belt and keep running.
Okay. Who wants to go next? What about Gardy?
As we're scurrying along, I'll just turn to the others and be like, why don't we ambush it and rip off its head?
What, the big guy?
Aye, the robot.
I feel like Guardy has suddenly become like someone else.
I'm a lizard.
I know.
You're a lizard from Glasgow.
It's just become Peter Capaldi all of a sudden.
Well, does Gardy want to disable security?
Yeah, I want to set up an ambush for that fella that's following us. If everyone else is amenable.
Okay. It might. So as you're heading back out of the corridor into the main room, you do notice that one of the supporting kind of beams of the archway that form the door into the main room has become slightly dislodged from the mountain being dropped from a great height during the eschaton, presumably. So you could either wait to set like an ambush, or you could try to kind of crush this golem with falling masonry as it comes through.
Ooh,
Set a
not
trap.
both, eh?
Yeah, set a trap.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lovely trap.
So in which case, how are you thinking? Like, what sort of trap? How do you want this trap to work? So there's some loose masonry, but if there's anything else you want to use as an opportunity.
Alone.
Was that it?
Let's go full Home Alone. Hot iron, duck feathers.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Need some marbles.
Hot Wheels.
All right. What if, when it's coming along? Oh, I can't cast spells. I'm a dinosaur. All right.
You can hold a wand.
Just transform your hands briefly back into Gaddy hands.
Yeah. I don't like the look of that. If I do that, my feet also turn back into Guardian feet, and it just doesn't
What?
I'll just, hey, big fella, you want to give us a hand with us?
You're right. You can stay like this forever, Guardy. I like it.
Okay. Is Abe helping Gardy or tag teaming with Gardy? I'm imagining you're just gonna like try to loosen this masonry so it falls on the golem as the golem walks under it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aid, whatever is happy to spend a hope to aid.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you spend a hope to add, we're gone.
I was going to say, it turns out actually in this form my strength isn't very good. So if
Oh,
you want to lead on this one, I'll give you a hand if that's all right.
Like, yeah, leave the heavy lifting to me. You've already got little hands.
Okay. So I say there is loose masonry. Abe, what is your plan to dislodge this onto the golem at the correct time? What was your plan of attack?
Is there any way I can climb up this loose masonry? I want
Sure.
to kind of just like get
There's-
my like axe in there and then like push it down.
Yeah, I'd imagine there's enough kind of cracks in this marble where this kind of doorway's been damaged that you could kind of get up to the above, like the top of the doorway.
Fab. Who are you using as bait?
Ooh, I can be bait, and I can agilely dodge out of the way as the rubble is tipped upon it.
Okay, so in which case, this golem is stomping down the hallway towards you. This kind of green light crackling from the end of its warhammer, flickering between the 3 gems across its 3 faceplates, and as it gets closer to you, Gardy, you hear it announce, "Target acquired." And I realise I didn't sound very good. It says "target acquired" as it hones in on you, and the 3 faceplates kind of. The outer ones kind of wrap round slightly, so all 3 are pointing directly at you. At the critical moment, Gardy, if you please spend a hope, and Abe, roll your strength check, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
To see if you can clap some rubble on its head.
Absolute rubbish.
You get advantage as well. So you roll a d6.
Oh, no.
Okay. A 13 with fear, unfortunately, is not gonna do it. So Abe, as you push with your feet and like stamp on it, and the marble seems a lot sturdier than you were expecting. Gardy, you as you sort of like take a step back to kind of lure this golem in. The rubble does not fall when you expected it to, and instead, I crit you. For
Hey!
49 damage.
I would like to.
Oh no!
Oh no! I would like to use. I am your shield.
Yes.
So I within close range would take damage. I mark a stress and take the damage for them.
Okay.
And I can mark any number of armor slots.
Okay.
As long as
So
I
in which
take
case,
damage.
Abe, as you realise that this chunk of rubble you're perched upon is not giving, as you swan dive off the top of the door archway, this golem has just sort of like swung its arm back, and it's about to be this devastating overhead strike that's going to pancake Gardy. Yes, Abe, instead you take 49 damage.
That's
Incredible
fine.
stuff.
I
Thank
will
you,
take all of
Louis.
that. Thank you very much. Yum yum yum. No problem. I just imagine Gardy just turning back to his human form, like, oh shit.
And like Abe, so as you duck down, how much damage was that? Was it minor in the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Abe, you connect with this hammer before it gets a chance to connect with Gardy, forcing the hammer to sort of like change directory slightly, but you are launched as you fall down. You are launched backwards, so you your trajectory changes a good 90 degrees without you hitting the floor, and you are launched over Gardy, and you scrape along the lands and skid across the floor amongst the others, and this golem looks up to the lot of you before turning its attention back to you, Gardy, because as I mentioned earlier, you are target acquired. What's the plan, gang? This golem is upon you. You can make a dash for it.
Let's go. It's just 40 damage.
I'm gonna
can't take another hit. From,
I don't know. I'm gonna. I'll.
What do you mean you don't?
I feel bad for you, so I'm gonna go at it. I want to go at it. I'm enraged.
Okay. Go, Gardy, go.
Come on in.
I'm
The rest
bringing
of
in the
us are
tracker
still
again.
just booking it.
Yeah.
We're gone.
We turn around like, where the boys? Where they gone?
Guardy
Go
has
ahead.
chosen violence to say.
18 with fear.
18 with fear is a hit. And then I tick up a fear. 28 damage. That's a hearty, major damage to the golem. What is it? What are you attacking on him?
I think where I've sort of instinctively tried to duck back, and then Abe has like. Did anyone play the Flash game Yeti Sports, where they like drop a penguin and then there's a baseball bat and then you bat it back in the day?
Yeah, I remember.
I feel like that's what I've just seen with Abe just like launching over my head, and then I'll go for its ankles and like start ripping wires and whatever I can get my teeth into.
Okay, so as you clamp down, you crunch the ankle. So when the golem goes to take a step forward to you, it's kind of the foot gives out and it stumbles and staggers a little bit, and there's a loud boom as it has to use the head of the warhammer, the mace it's holding, to stay up. You roll with fear, so I'm gonna step in to spend a fear. It will activate and attempt to mace you in the face. Oh, that's a 7 to hit.
Nah, man.
Okay, so you managed to duck out the way, but as you beg your pardon, off the back of critting Abe, I gain a fear. I will then spend the fear to raise the defense level up to level 3. So is Abe still in this, or has Abe gotten up and scarpered?
I will eye him. Go.
Okay, go.
16.
16 with fear. Abe, you go charging in, and as you go to swing your axe, the golem kind of pivots on its waist in an unnatural way because it's seemingly a construct, and it catches you across the chest with the back of its gauntlet, and it launches you. So I'm going to retaliate that miss with a 20 to hit.
I hear.
You take 12 damage as you are launched back from whence you came. And I gain a fear. And I will spend a fear to raise the defense level. As Abe, as you're sort of like tossed backwards, and you kind of skid as you gain your footing, the golem looks up to you as this loud, sonorous horn blares out again. And from like off to your left, so it's sort of like anti-clockwise around the ring, Guardian Abe, you spy another mote of light begin to coalesce, and another golem emerges, but this one looks decidedly different to the guardian golem you're fighting. You notice that this looks like it's a lot squatter. It sits on a base of 6 legs. Did that send a trap?
Mm-hmm.
Should have shown.
Oh. It's like a little office chair.
So
Like a little
yes,
chair.
it sits on a base of 6 legs, and it skitters around in a somewhat like crab or spider-like manner. But this golem doesn't appear to have arms. Instead, it has what looks like a large rectangular shaped cannon emerging from its torso.
Oh, can we keep him?
And as this thing appears, it looks towards you, Abe, and you see a green dot appear on your chest as you hear a boop, 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 and it appears to be acquiring a target.
Can I run quite quickly?
Theo's played Breath of the Wild, it would seem.
I'm just scared. I'm just
Can I have
scared.
a run?
Can we not do this? Can we run? Can we run away? Thank you.
Abe, yes, you know that if you scarper and sort of like get around the ring, you'll break line of sight with this turret golem.
Let's go.
So Abe's dashing. Are you following Guardy? Are you going for more?
I'm gonna. Can Abe grab Guardy's little reptile hand? They can run together.
I mean, does it seem like it would be helpful to Abe's chances of not getting shot by a cannon if I keep them occupied for another turn or so?
I don't want you being shot by a cannon.
I haven't been acquired. I'm all good.
You're an acquired taste. That's for sure.
Up to you.
Interesting. All right, don't worry. I'll follow you in a sec. But for now, I'm going to run at the cannon boy and I'm going to take a bite out of the cannon lad if I can.
Okay. I will need an agility roll to get there. Because it's a bit of a way away.
Let's go.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, 25 with hope. Absolutely boss that. And you're like lizard style across the slippery floor. You are now in melee range with the turret golem.
Munch.
21 with fear.
Oh, I thought I had a crit. Tragic.
21 with fear is a hit. And I gain a fear.
No, you're doing too much for that fear. I'm stressing out. I'm hoping it.
Okay.
It's going to be fine.
So you gain a hope, I lose a fear.
7 stress, the perfect amount of stress.
Peak stress.
Oh my god. 23 damage. Okay. So as you chomp, what part of it are you chomping? One of the 6 legs?
Probably the cannon if I can. Just go at the bottom of it or something.
In which case, as you leap up and sort of like grab, chomp on the underside of the cannon, that is major damage. It takes 2 hit points. I will. As it attempts to, I will spend a fear, and it will begin to acquire you as a target instead. And then that's its turn.
Okay, that sounds bad. Has Abe made it around the corner?
Abe, are you skedaddling?
Yeah, I'm skedaddling.
Okay. So Abe and everyone else, Kid Fred is. What's he doing? And where are Cass, Cooper, and Griffin going?
Oh, we're booking it.
We were just booking it, and then all
We're
of a sudden
gone.
the other 2 were just gone. So I think we've gone. Wait, where are the other 2? And then we probably just heard the commotion, and we're just like, what do we do? I think that's the reaction.
So-
Is like, what do we do? And then we suddenly see Abe running.
You can
After
see
that,
I've just seen him run before. You can see.
You can just hear echoing down the hall,
So yes, this guardian golem is tailing after Abe. Guardy, unbeknownst to you, is currently hanging off the cannon on a large turret golem. Between the 3 of you, are you looking to disable security, gain access, or loot?
Probably really need to start gaining access.
Yeah, I think we need to get on that gaining access.
Okay. In which case, as the So we'll bank that as the three of you head to the only other kind of doorway that's accessible. That leads you into this kind of large cylindrical room, and what appears to be a spiraling staircase of kind of jade green light spirals down further into the facility, like into the vault. So as you begin making your way down, let's jump back to Gardy for a moment. Gardy, you're being targeted. You're hanging off the front of the golem.
I feel like if I don't run away, Theo is gonna have a hernia, so I think I will. I think I will do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and scuttle on out of there.
Okay. If you're looking to get out of line of sight before it fires, I'm going to need an agility roll.
Easy peasy.
Nice.
Oh, okay. In which case, Gardy, as you skid round the corner, you hear... And this beam of light arcs behind you, like chases you round the corner, and as you skid Tokyo Drift style around, like on your scaly pads, this beam of light, like, kind of warms your tail as it explodes against the far wall, and yeah, its arc-like cannon misses. So you have. By the time you catch up with the others, Abe, like the others and Abe, the other three of you, you've gotten to the bottom of this spiral staircase, and you emerge out into another kind of ring-like room, but you realize now you're on the bottom half of this. The walls are curved up away from you. You're on the bottom half of the sphere that this cylinder is kind of constructed within, and you see, down as you kind of. Well, do you want to go left or right? I mean, those are your options, really. Up is where the golems are, so.
Left.
Left. Okay, so as you go clockwise round, you find a doorway to another large room, another large hall, where within it, where's my things? So as you enter, so who's leading the trio of you that well, the quad of you with Kigfran, who's leading the flight?
I'm happy to lead it.
Okay, so Cooper, so you make it into this room first, and you find yourself that this room, unlike the others, is sort of like rectangular. It stretches out away from you, and it reminds you at first glance of a library, but in lieu of rows of bookshelves. The bookshelves, quote unquote, seemingly are made of cubes of glowing green light.
Okay.
And you can see like crackles of what appear to be like green lightning kind of arcing between the various cubes. But you see a similar, like, Cass, as you peering, you see that at the in the center of this kind of archive, you suspect it to be, there appears to be an orb that you reckon could be interacted with in a similar manner as the one in the observatory.
I will give that a crack.
Okay. As Cass is heading over there, Cooper, is there anything else you're doing in the room?
So it's out of the three things we can do, right? We can loot, we can... I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to be that helpful with... Because I'm not magically minded. I don't think I can magically turn off security. So I think it's just more useful to me for me to look at loot right now if we're currently.
Get that
Yeah.
bag, honey.
Just get. Thanks, Cass. Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do loot. Let's do it.
Okay. What is it you're looting and how? Like, what are you looking for?
Is there anything near these like green cubes that are like I can pick up? Like I imagine the green cubes I can't, but is there anything I can look at?
As you get close to them, you realise that while these cubes are seemingly made up of this sort of like green jade green light, they are tactile under your fingers. So as you kind of press your fingers against them, there is resistance, and then even though you know that there's nothing corporeal in your hands, the light cube moves between your fingers as if it were physically there.
Okay.
Like a hard light hologram almost.
Interesting. Can I do
Well, sorry,
anything with it?
you got. It seems to be kind of locked in place. So yeah,
Okay.
what skill do you want to use to try and extract one of these?
Ooh. I'd like to use my finesse, please. See if
Okay.
there's anything I can do to tinker with it to
Yeah. Roll me a finesse.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put a hope in that as a lucky devil because I feel like it is gonna be luck that he does it if it's magically minded. So I'm gonna
21 with hope.
Nice,
Absolutely ace that. So you manage to. You don't know quite what it is that did it, but your lucky devil kicks in. You pull out one cube. It just sort of like slots out, and then you catch the second that falls out after it. And in your hands you have these two cubes of light, and then you watch as the space left from the gaps created are then filled by new cubes that as energy arcs into the void.
you've successfully into my bag.
You've successfully done it with hope. That is another 2 ticks on the loot counter. Okay, let's jump back to Cass. So yeah, you find yourself at this central console, and you hear like throughout the room, enter command.
Cass is going to do what she did before and hope it's the same idea, which is with access.
Could I spend a hope to give you some assistance?
Please do.
There you go.
Okay, so Griffin, as you rush over,
I think you pressed that one.
How do you know that?
Guess.
Great, thanks.
as Griffin like points and like gestures on how to do the wrist turny, like to give you an idea, you see a band of red light emerge around Griffin's wrist for a moment before dissipating. And it looks very similar to the red band of light, the red runes that were wrapped around Cooper's wrist.
I think in that fleeting moment, she just sort of meets his eye with a slightly questioning glance, and then looks back to the dials. I think we don't have time to unpack that right now, but she is storing it away for later.
Okay, what are you using to interact with this terminal?
I'll instinct work well last time to perceive and sense. Can I again use researcher?
You absolutely can, and you get plus D6 for advantage for Cooper helping, Griffin helping.
Ah, yes. Where do I put? Oh, plus. You say plus D6.
Yes. Yeah, but if you click advantage, it will roll it with the D6.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
28 with hope. Absolutely bossed it. So as you roll success with hope, what is the commands that you're inputting?
I mean, we're trying to gain access to the vault, so she's just projecting open with as much confidence as she can.
Okay. In which case, as you do this, and you kind of get that, you begin to understand that a lot of the control and command it's almost like you've got to think what you want to do, but you notice that this terminal, such as it is, seems to be reacting more. It seems to be behaving itself more because you wonder if it's because you start to feel a bit more confident, given that it's the second time that you're doing it. So you wonder if there's some sort of emotional control built in.
Make it till you make it, baby. Just for the job you want.
Command acknowledged. Warning. Defense protocols for the epitaph weakening.
The epitaph. Okay, that sounds promising.
As you finish that, Abe and Gardy, you have emerged. The three of you out of breath. That you arrive in the central ring. Cass, Cooper, and Griffin. Once you've kind of interacted with that terminal, are you kind of dashing back out, or are you doing anything else?
As soon as they come in, we're coming out again.
Nope.
Well, is there anything else you want to do in the archive before you? Yeah, anything else in the archive? Okay. In which case, as you make your way out, you bump into Abe and Gardy in this kind of the lower ring, and let's go with Abe. Now that you've kind of bumped into the others, Cooper's bags bulging slightly more. Do you want to disable security, gain access, or loot?
In access. Let's just finish that pie.
Okay, so you want to gain access. So you see, as you look around, there is another kind of corridor off this central hub. This time, this room is decidedly square. With again the kind of the marble surfaces, the pillars, but the square is divided into 3 floors for all intents and purposes, separated by these hard light stairs and the sort of the hard light flooring, like in the observatory. As you lead the others into this room, you can see that scattered throughout this cubic hall, there are translucent green orbs with metal bands around their equator, around their middles, that strike you as being similar as the metal bands around the large cylindrical column in the main hub hall. And there are some of the majority of the orbs are empty, but some have items floating within them, held in suspension within them. In a way, this looks almost like a museum, a gallery, a laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen trophy rooms for the nobles who live in the southwest of Dorlashol. They have their trophy rooms on display. It almost looks a bit like that.
Interesting. So are these within touching distance?
Yeah, Yeah. So as you kind of ascend or descend the hard light stairs up to the upper floor, the middle floor, the lower floor, these orbs are kind of floating, so they're at like chest height and can be interacted with. I mean, for you, they're more belly height because of your height.
Mm-hmm.
The orbs are translucent. You can see into them. Most of them are empty. But are you inspecting the orbs?
Can I inspect some orbs? I want to see if there's anything interesting in any of them.
The one that you approach, and you see that so the orb that you approach has what appears to be. Tell you what, there's two that you see. One appears to have what look like dragon scales. Just a collection of dragon scales floating in the orb. What's in the orb to the left of it?
Dragon toenails. No. Dragon scales in one. Some kind of liquid.
Okay. In the next orb along, you see this, what appears to be this like thick, viscous liquid. It's hard, it's distorted because of the green light that it's held under, but in a way it almost looks like blood, but it glistens with specks of silver and gold, and it seemingly sloshes about of its own volition. Who else is with Abe as Abe inspects these orbs? And I will impress, there are
the ride.
Yeah. In which case, Guardy, you've got enough magical presence that you feel that this.
Guardy.
Hmm?
Are you still a big lizard?
Yeah.
Guardy, as you peer up at this orb, and you kind of focus on this kind of liquid inside the orb, you feel that there is an intense arcane power emanating from it, almost as if this liquid is liquid mana.
Dagio.
Drink it.
Is it in a bottle or something, or just kind of nebulously floating in light?
So it's in this like hard light, like jade green hard light orb.
Who's got a straw?
Oh,
so it tactilely, if you poke it with your snoot, like you feel as if you're pressing your snoot against glass.
Cool.
But there isn't anything physically there.
I get the feeling if we try and take this, there's probably an alarm. Can I
depends on how well you do it.
Can I just tap around with my little claws and stuff, see if I can see any beams or other trip method things?
Which ability do you want to use to do that?
Ooh, can I use my instinct to survey the area?
Yes, go for it.
No,
19 with hope is a success. Tell me what you see that allows you to it's still in the orb, but what is it that you find and deactivate that frees the orb for you to take? And which orb are you taking? Which orb are you focusing on?
I think like some snakes, as a lizard guy, I have a little bit of heat perception, and as I'm going towards it, I can feel that there's a beam of some sort between it. So I just kind of very carefully maneuver around it and push the orb so that it doesn't intersect with it, and then catch it in my tail or something.
Okay, in which case the orb falls freely. Yeah, are you going for liquid mana or the dragon scales?
Oh, I mean, the liquid mana's pretty tempting. I'll go for the liquid mana, please.
Liquid mana. Okay, very good. We tick up the loot clock another 2 with a success with hope. Very, very good. What's Griffin doing? Or Cooper? Griffin or Cooper?
I don't know. I'm pretty good. I think Cooper's just vibing.
Griffin will look to gain access then.
Okay. In which case, Griffin, I mean, you've watched Cass do this.
Yeah, I can do this.
That makes you a consummate professional now.
I taught him everything I know.
At the rear wall of the of this sort of like the rear wall of the middle floor, you see a kind of floating mote of light similar to the other kind of terminals that Cass has interacted with.
Okay, I'm going to go up to it.
Okay.
What did you use, Georgia?
I use instinct
You use instinct.
to perceive it, but that's only because it's my highest
Yeah.
trait and any excuse.
I mean, what is Griffin? How is Griffin interacting with it? And that'll inform our.
I suppose knowledge, because you're recalling how you've seen Cass do it.
Yeah, I guess sort of basically copying what Cass did and trying to sort of get it to talk to him.
Okay. Please make me a roll. Is anyone helping Griffin in this endeavour?
Cass will help him.
Okay, yeah, spend a hope
If you
and you
something.
can go help.
Yeah, of course. Get me hope up. There it is.
Can I use my ability of what's your story, friend, to what do you do? What's your story?
Are you asking that to the monitor?
Yeah. What are you all about? What's your story, little guy?
What's going on with you?
What's going on with you?
You know what? Yeah.
Yay.
Enter command. The console says.
Okay.
20 with hope. What is it you're asking? Like, what is it you're looking to do?
I think Griffin's just gonna go. Open the vault.
As you begin sort of like twisting, as the jade green runes appear around your wrists and fingers, as you begin kind of manipulating this hard light, this arc light terminal, and you ask to gain access to the vault. Access to the vault will result in facility shutdown. Confirm command.
This goes. Yeah. Confirm.
Present authorization. And Griffin, as it asks this, and you, Cass is helping, right?
Yes, yeah.
Is there like this blank look from Griffin to Cass? As Griffin, as you turn to look at Cass, and Cass, you can look at Griffin. On your left hand, Griffin, you feel another hand like place itself on the back of yours. And as you turn, you see Kigfran has placed his hand, has like effectively snuck his hand along with yours,
I don't think this is the time.
And as Kigfran looks to you with gritted teeth, and as you can hear what sounds like a burning and as you peer, you can see that there is an arcane glyph on the back of Kigfran's hand that is scorching into the flesh in the shape of the sigil of House Antelir. And as he pulls his hand out, you hear authentication permitted. And Kigfran sort of like holds his burnt hand. The console in front of you, system shutdown in 3, 2, 1. And all of the arc light in the room vanishes. And then a moment later, and the light returns. And as this square room illuminates, Kigfran gently places the glove back on, and it wasn't that hard, was it? He says as he flexes his fingers instinctively. As you, with a success, the gain access clock ticks up, and you have successfully gained access. What do you do collectively?
I guess we got in, right? We need to
In
go.
where?
That pillar thing.
Where's the inn?
It was that pillar thing, right?
Oh,
The big pillar thing.
The one that
that-
made the rocks explode.
Yeah.
Right, let's get back there then.
Can we get back there without the golem? Or what?
I mean, they might have been deactivated now.
Well, we can hope.
We're gonna go
As
that way
the
anyway.
6 of you emerge, as the 6 of you emerge out into the central hall, like the central hub, you can see that halfway between the stairs down and the room that you've just emerged from, the two golems that were pursuing you are like the guardian golem with the hammer is slumped, the light no longer crackling from the gem on its hammer, and the turret drone with a slightly kind of bent and buckled cannon that Guardi had chomped onto has slouched on its 6 legs as well. And yes, it appears that there appears to be no, for want of a better word, life coursing through them anymore.
Can I just rip their heads off just to be safe?
You absolutely can, and as you do, Guardi, it crunches, like as you tear the head off the 3 heads off the guardian golem, it crunches satisfyingly under your strong lizard-like jaws. But unlike before, it doesn't dissipate. It
Wonderful.
almost feels like you're chewing through a stone statue.
Ooh.
The marble that they are constructed of now emanates that same kind of lack of anything. Like it seemingly projects a void.
This is some freaky stuff, gang.
Maybe we should get to the vault.
Get to the vault.
To the vault.
Okay. Who's leading the gang as you approach this central column?
I think Cass will lead with Alimony out and New Gun out, just in case.
Okay. As you approach the central column, you note that the metallic bands that wrap around its circumference have seemingly lost their luster. They just seem like the metal now seems old and tarnished. Like it is. I mean, perhaps, Cass, you don't have first-hand experience to compare this to, but it would strike you that this metal looks like it's hundreds, if not thousands, of years old. It is in such a way. But as you approach, the marble column in front of you begins to lower and descends into the floor. And as you look up, you can see that the marble pillar of the top floor is rising up to reveal a large kind of hole in the ceiling where the walkway that you entered in from kind of spans round. And as the column in front of you descends, it begins to, in almost like concentric rings, the inner lowers. The center of the pillar stops lowering before the others, creating a circular stairwell, like a circular set of stairs up to its plateau, almost like a dais. You notice, before the stairs have even finished, Kigfran has turned his head to you and, "Finally," he says. And he begins ascending up the stairwell to the central dais.
Cass is moving on after him very quickly.
Okay. As you get to the top, you see that you almost imagine them to be at compass points, north, south, east, west. Around the sort of like the edge of this central dais are more physical terminals. They have what appear to be kind of fascias with softly glowing kind of green orbs, much like what you've interacted with elsewhere in this facility, but this time they are of a physical material. And as Kigfran sort of like stops at one of them, he kind of peers at it for a moment, and then, well, kind of regards it seemingly for a moment, and then begins sort of like running his fingers across some of the surfaces of the gems. Behind him, in the exact center of this dais, is what looks like an egg or a bulb of a tulip, constructed of white marble with metal banding. Warning. Epitaph integrity field failing. You hear announced through the air around you. What do you do?
I feel like Cooper is going to like turn to Kigfran and be like, "Look, so is this it? Is this what you want? Is this so you leave us alone?"
as you say this, Kigfran is sort of like working his way around the controls of this console. And as you finish, he turns his head towards you as his finger depresses one of the glass orbs. And what looks like a rectangular block of light projects from the console. And Kigfran pulls it out, and to hold it in its hand, it almost looks like a book, like a hefty tome. And as he regards this for a moment, he places it in his satchel. No, this is what I was after. And he turns to regard this shape, this egg-like shape, between, in front of you all. I promised you that this place would hold weapons that you could use against Exo. And I suspect that this is it, he says. And he leans against the console.
How is it a weapon?
It's egg.
What's Abe doing? There's been lots of poking of buttons and smart things, and now there's this large egg shape, and Kigfran's like, it's a weapon.
Come on, Professor Abe. Do us proud.
I'm just going to say the best way to hatch an egg is by sitting on it.
That is true, and I'm the biggest. Well, I don't know. You're
the biggest. You're the warmest one.
You're the biggest one.
And you're a lizard.
You're a lizard.
Hatch that egg. Just curl around it.
It's just. So Kigfran's just like, it's a weapon, and they're not saying anything.
Just leans back like.
Behold the weapon egg.
Kigfran is not making any moves to interact with it. It seems as if he is bestowing it. He is allowing you to claim it.
What?
Thanks, man.
What? It's an egg. What are we gonna do with it? Where do we put it?
Break it open.
Do we open it?
How big is this thing?
It's taller than Abe.
Oh.
Big egg.
That's a big egg.
That's too much egg for us.
10, 11 foot tall.
How are we going to get that out?
He's taking the piss here.
He's having a joke. What a card. So, right. What is this? Is it something inside the egg? Inside it? Kigfran? You gonna help at all? You brought us here. You can at least tell us what it is.
Kigfran turns to you. I wasn't lying when I said I did not know the nature of the weapon.
Right.
What's Griffin doing? What's Cooper doing?
Someone's got to touch it. Come on.
Cooper's just like, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna go touch this bloody egg.
Touch the egg.
Touch the egg.
Cooper's gonna go touch the egg, and if he explodes, he explodes. Let's just go.
Okay. Cooper. As you step forward towards this marble and metal egg, this tulip bowl, as you raise your fingers to the surface, you suddenly feel this intense fear course through the back of your mind. Strong enough that you feel your fingers waver for a moment by what you know to be this presence of Kervotha that lingers within you.
Oh yeah, maybe we
Okay.
should let the spy take it. I mean,
And as you like it fades for a moment, and then your mind and then like your fingers suddenly feel like they're getting hotter. You haven't made contact with this egg, but you feel like the air around you is getting hotter. And as you blink a few times, you're no longer in this vault. You're stood in the midst of a raging inferno. An island-sized wildfire tearing through the landscape with gleeful abandon. And as you feel your skin burning, you can see a silhouette of a twisted and distorted keeper, a maniacal exo etched in the clouds, the smoke plumes of the flames. And you flick back to the moment, and that feeling of fear in your mind becomes one of agreement. And it feels like for the first time, that presence is thinking the same as you.
Okay. Well, I think the others have probably just watched Cooper hesitate for quite a while, and I think you're probably used to him having these like weird flashbacks at this point. But it takes a moment. So I'm fine. It's okay. Everything's fine. And then he was going to take a breath. It's just seeing what's going on, which we already know about. But I think it's going to be okay. And I'll reach out and touch the egg.
As you place your hand upon the marble, it feels deathly cold to the touch. And you can't help but instinctively recoil as the surface of the marble ripples like water. And you watch as the marble seemingly peels away to reveal the inside. And as this egg begins to open, inside you see a humanoid figure. A large grey hood drapes over a face of hard, angular marble. Pauldrons and breastplate made of the same material. And as this egg peels away to reveal what is effectively a pod, the jade green crystal gem upon the humanoid's forehead begins to flicker to life. And the figure lifts its head to look at you. Unit designate epitaph. Initializing. Unit online. Introduction. I am the epitaph. Query. Who are you? and we'll call it there.
Wicked.
Congratulations, everyone, on completing episode 18. Hooray!
Got robots
Hey.
now. We got
Yeah.
robots.
We've got a robot
robot.
friend.
We got robots.
Friend.
Robert.
How
Friend.
how big is this robot? Robot? How big?
Little man.
And does he stay in his egg?
The
Kill his sleeping bag.
Do we have to find out if we're all drift
well,
compatible?
we will find out more about the epitaph next week for episode 19 of the Titan Isles.
Dan, we're still streaming.
Oh.
You okay?
Surely he's not trying to find the Elsewhere and Elsewhere music.
Where's it gone?
Surely
Why is it
nothing
gone?
else is happening elsewhere.
There's nothing else to talk
There's-
about.
That's
There's
the only
nothing
bit
else.
of Elsewhere, I think.
You
Elsewhere.
good, Dan?
Oh no.
In elsewhere. Accompanied by the booming but neutral voices ringing through the vaults. There is a glint of jade green light reflecting off of silvered armor. As a figure silently glides into the entrance hall of the vault. Two swords sheathed at its hips. The head of a deactivated golem in its hands. The head reflecting in the polished silver full plate mask of the Empyrial Executor. As it begins to glide up the stairs, out of the vault. Its mission complete. A cold, raspy voice echoes from underneath its faceplate. Summon extraction units. Cargo acquired. As the ghostly figure ascends back up into the cave and eventually into the light of the Titan Isles. Congratulations, everyone, on completing episode 18. So,
Yay!
hooray!
Ah.
Hooray! So, yeah, we're at the penultimate episode. Next week, episode 19. Then we only have the finale after that. Yeah, congratulations! You did a little spelunk. You ran away from some golems, mostly. Yes, congratulations. So, we'll pretty much call it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for playing. Tell you what, let's just play the outro music. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. If you're new here, you haven't already, please consider subscribing on YouTube, following us on Twitch. Join our Discord, it's free. Another Discord you can join for free is the Holmwood Foundation's Discord, and that's where you'll find loads of details about how to support their Kickstarter for season 2 of the Holmwood Foundation, which is going to be amazing and written by these two So we'll be back next week for episode 19, and after that will be the finale. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for playing. See you next week. Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye.